fear, no hate, no anger. No fear, no hate, no anger.
Get off, you maggot! I will kill you, flying rat!
Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and today we're going to be unboxing a special thing that I was not expecting to pop up on my doorstep today, and that is Metagate's Black Lightning. And I believe this is their 7th figure, which of course it's Drift because they love Drift so much apparently. I'm not complaining though. Like this, when I saw this, I had to get this immediately, and I've come to love Metagate as a great company so far. Look at that beautiful car. We're just gonna look at the box here real quick. There it is, Metagate G-07 Black Lightning. I didn't even know that was the name of it until I saw the box. I was like, wow. Pretty. Ages 12 and up, 7th grader can have this. There's Drift on the side here. It's on the back. Oh, you can see the silhouette. Oh, I think that comes out pretty well on camera. Cool. Anything on the bottom? Warnings. Alright. Pretty neat. Let's open this. Let's get this open, shall we? Oh, snap. The seal is broken. All right. Show me what you got. Anyhow, there's some screws right there. Interesting. All right. Just pop the box. 1 second. There we go. That was tough. Looks like, oh, looks like it's upside down here. So the back is actually the front. Oddly enough. Come on. There it is. Oh, accessories. Anything else in the box? Instructions. And those screws. I'll get those in a second. Put Drift over there. What's this? Oh, the glass, I assume, for the window. Some mirrors. What are those things? What the heck? What are these? Must be missing something. Oh, there's the mirror windows, apparently. And baby's, I forgot what his name was. This isn't Strafe. What's the flying one? Oh, man. I forgot. We got extra screws. Cool. Let's get on to the main attraction itself, though. Get this off of him. Oh, we're gonna look at these swords first. Strange how he comes with 2 swords, even though he only had 1 in the last night. Oh, I like that gold. And these don't split apart because they don't. I'm assuming this doesn't turn into a helicopter. Very nice. Love that. And here are his 2 littler ones. One of them. There. Aha. Very cool. Alright, here he is, the car himself. Love it when they do this. Just so it's an extra step to the grand reveal, in my opinion. Wow. Oh, that's probably what those are for. A little something right here. Yeah, sneaky sneak. Okay, so he's apart a little bit. Oh, just push them back together. And the glass. Oh my, look at that glossy black. I found his head. He's not secret. Oh, I guess another one goes down there. He kind of oh, he doesn't really transform the same way. Because these are his feet in the back. Last time, in the other version of this, his feet were like right here. They did change some things, which is... Oh, the hands are right there. Ooh. love that spoiler. Oh, that is nice. Look at this. I'm not sure if I prefer the Age of Extinction version now or this Last Night version, because this looks good. Which I'm a little... Oh, wait, doesn't this goes up or something? Yes. I mean, sure, it's just robot junk, but hey, that's still pretty cool in my opinion. That can open... Can the back open? I think so. I'm not gonna try it right now. I believe these doors can... Yup. Look how cool that is. Like, I'm sure it's just a part of transformation, but that's still pretty cool. Kind of almost looks like a seat in there. I don't know if it can... Kinda. Is that a steering wheel? Probably not. Anyhow, let's close the door. Perfect. Let's see what else he's got in his bag over here. Open up. The little baby dino butt. Very cool. I think he's the same size as the Studio series with the same articulation. Cool. We got the mirrors here. I'll put the sticker on later. And we have the glass pieces. I might do that now. There we go. Now he's looking more professional. We forgot the mirrors. And just like that, have his mirrors on here. And the windshield. And again, this is gorgeous. I pushed it in too far. This thing is really nice to look at. Especially, I love that they actually got the little thing in there. They even avoided the thing. I love that one though. That's amazing. His head's a bit twisted. I did fold a piece in there. But overall, very nice car. Very well done. Let's see, for what it can do, the mirrors can move, mainly for transformation or just to put in there. Also, this folds up like I showed earlier. And you fold that back down. It's kind of a pain to get back in, not really. Okay, that's good. And the doors can come out, but if you put, I like to grab it here. Actually, if you get a little nail in here and never mind. There we go. The doors do open, so very cool. Almost looks like you could actually sit, kinda. Looks like the console right there almost. Then you got those shins. Ignore those, please. Please ignore those. Just slide that back in there. Actually, slides like that. And those stick out a bit. That doesn't really bug me. This kind of bugs me a little bit when it, okay, maybe that does bug me. Just don't look at it. This bugs me a little bit, but it's fine. I choose not to look at it. Show the back of the car. Very nice. Exhaust there. Like, it's pretty cool how this thing transforms. Alright, let's show. And it rolls very well. If everything's lined up, of course. Let's get some vehicular comparisons in here. Starting off with the Last Night Hot Rod. His Lamborghini mode. We also have Transcraft Mohawk. And that's how that's looking. Very nice. We have MPM03 Bumblebee. Of course, wrong movie, but just a general and scale for those who may have this figure. Although they are re-releasing that figure, so that's fun and exciting. This probably is definitely not to scale, but I also have Toy World's Bulldog right here. And just cause, why not? They were never shared a scene, probably never will. And here he is with Studio Series version. So it's just a repaint of the Last Night figure that came with the Dinobots. Yeah, so cool. So much smaller. And for some Metagate comparisons, we have their first figure, Age of Extinction Triple Changing Rift. This guy, he's definitely dragging a little bit. Could be my fault. I mean, look at these. It's pretty built, pretty cool. Having both versions right there. Yep. And because I couldn't help myself, the red version of the Bugatti, because it looked cool, and I was like, when are they ever gonna do another red and black Bugatti? That thing looks amazing. And I figured if they're doing this, they'll just make this guy eventually, which they did. Here, props to me. But if we look underneath here, it's quite different. I mean, the heads are almost in the same place. The only thing that's really the same is the shins, or the knee pads up there. The arms actually are close, but not quite the same. The feet are right here on this one. They're way back here on this. That's insane. Incredible engineering on both of these, though. But I think they definitely learned from their first offering. Just so crazy this was their first offering. Of course, the blue one, but crazy. And here he is with his little baby Terry. Oh, Terry, no! Terry died. Sorry. Killed the flying rat. They can roll out together. And no weapon storage, because why would you? You know, it doesn't need those. Sure. One quick note too, I wanted to just bring out little Terry, because his name is Terry apparently. And this is the one that came with Metagate's Drift, and this is the Studio Series version from way back when. And it's bigger. Like, what? How? Look at these guys. It's insane. And you don't even stand up very well. Birch. And actually, this one has more, the Studio Series version has more articulation than this guy does, because his mouth doesn't open, it's just constantly open. Unless this piece. I lied to you. It actually has, I didn't know that till now. I lied to you. Sorry about that. Sorry for criticizing you. I'm sorry about that. The wings move. And actually the feet don't move. Do they move? They do move. Okay, never mind. They have the exact same articulation. I'm not sure if I prefer this one, though, over this one. I like this one. I just wish it was in this color. Funny.
Decepticons are coming.
All right.
Now moving into transformation. Let's see, where would we like to start? I mean, kind of just start by lifting up this here. And then kind of like you tuck those pieces up. This middle section is what goes down, sticks up, and kind of just slides under there. These go down like this and kind of curve in here like that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but I don't know, it's kind of finicky too. And then we'll come back here to the back, and we're gonna want to split this. This is going to be a little tricky. Okay, that's actually getting that out easier. So yeah, you want to get these unpegged, and they're just over top of it, so they'll slide under, and you'll push those in, and it should lock them. That one's actually in there now. Oops. Oops. Oh, come on now. Thank you. Now we lift this up. Lift that up there. Then you want to unpeg this from the top of the car. It's tabbed in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right in here, there's a tab right there that goes into it. So now that should just lift that up like that, and then lift this up, and then this tab here, go into this hole here. Perfect. Also, let's bring it here to the back. You want to flip these little bits up, slide them up, then fold in like that. Same on the other side. Fold in. Perfect. Now, oh boy, now. Actually, you need to unpeg, pull this out a little bit. Oops. That'll be fine. Unpeg this, and then this should be able to all lift up. I need to actually zoom out a little bit. This is actually rocks up for some clearance. This actually needs to fold out too. These little pieces of the windshield. Let's just flip like that. Folding it the wrong bloody way. That's like slides down, and those pieces slide into that piece right there. And then if they did that, you want that tabbed. Spoiler goes up, makes room for it. Well, that's not what I wanted to do yet, but all right. Rough beginnings, rough beginnings. Put that tab, probably should have just left it in there. Give it a good squeeze. Then you want to just, this is on a slider, so slide that down, and it should lock that into place. And if these windshields haven't done it already, you're gonna wanna, here we go, just tuck that in like so. Then move this up, come to this gray piece here, and it will just fold up, and these tabs, these two tabs right here will plug to those two holes right there. Fit in there pretty good. And that is top of the car gone. That compresses very well, in my opinion. All right, next. What do we want to do now? Let's do the feet, because he needs stability. Scratch that. We're coming here first. So we're just gonna, what you want to do, flip this out here and bring that out just slightly. Either or, slip that out and flip that. And mess with this light here. Just slide it in so this will actually slide over the top right there. And then this will fold in right there. You just want to maneuver the light so it gives it that room to slide over like that, and then just push that down. That'll form back of the thigh there. Flip these back here, then just slide bumper up, and then we'll just come here to these pieces, just flip them up like so, and I think we can just leave them for now. Just leave that for now. All right, now come to these feet here. They are tabbed in back here. Probably can't see it very well. There's like a tab like right here. So what we're gonna do, I like to do, is just bring this out a little bit and then push the foot out just on a little tab, so it shouldn't. I must have got that one in there. Good. Never mind. Pull that out like that and bring this out here. Beautiful. Do that to this other side. Although maybe we could just wiggle this out. Yep, there we go. Pull that down. Swing this around. Let's see. You can flip out the... Actually, it's not even folded down all the way. Flip out the toes there. Same for the other thing. Flip this up. Oh. Flip up the toe. Swing this around. Swing this around here. Perfect. And then come to the front here. You'll just wanna, it's on a double hinge, so you'll just wanna slide that like that. Fold up that if you want to. Kind of helps get out of the way, really. What you want to do is fold this one down first and then fold this one down. And did I just see? No, I thought I saw a tab in there. I was like, I didn't know it did that. It does not. So now we have this. And I had it standing the other day. It stands. Drift, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all night. No. No, 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 no. So, let's see. Fold this around like that. Fold that down like that. And the doors are already becoming unpegged, so that's kind of a good thing. All right, these are unpegged. Actually, that is next. That is next. So these arms are actually tabbed in here. So I'm gonna loosen that if you can. It's also in the thigh right there. So if we bring the thighs out first, that kind of loosens that up. This, if that's even tabbed in there. Anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about. So you'll want to bring this piece up because it's slid over a little tab. Right. Slide that up maybe. Yeah, see the tab right there? Tab goes in there. There's the hole. And there's the peg. Ooh, can't see that. There's the peg on the arm. We'll peg right into that hole right there above my nail there. And same for this side, actually. Just put your nail or finger under there if you want. Try and slide that up. Struggling for some reason. Usually I don't. Oh, probably because that's in the way. And I actually think that's tabbed into the arm quite well. So we did a good job on that last time I transformed it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right now we can just swing these down. Don't have to fully swing it down because that will lock it into place. Well, I say lock, but mine doesn't really lock into place that well right there. All right, now we have these long frickin' legs. Do the door, because that's the most annoying bit. So you want that kind of collapsed down as it should be. But then this piece slides down and it kind of clips over this thing here. It's kind of annoying. Then it's on a slider and you want to just push it all the way. I'm pretty sure you want to push it all the way. Yep, there you go. Like that. Yeah, like that. And now, what we should do is rotate this around. And then rotate this around. And then you'll want to bring this around. It'll tab in right there. And also what you want to do is just accordion this in on itself. So that will come in there. And then this big old tab right here, focus. This big old tab right here, go into that big old slot right there. And now you can probably, yeah, sometimes I have to give that a big old squeeze. There we go. Oh, and I rotated that just a little bit, not enough, a little bit, not enough. There we go. And actually there's a tab back here. You can see it right there, just barely. It'll peg into that spot right there. Lock in. You can fold up the mirror if you want to. I don't really, because I don't want to make it fall out. And then this part should tab in there. This side doesn't like to tab in for me. Not very well, at least. And that, if it should just lock in like that. Let's kick this out here. So we have one leg all done. Now, same on the other side. Let's do the door. That's the one we want, the door. Actually, I'm not finished with the other leg. I just remembered something. I want to slide that all the way up. We're going to rotate this. We already rotated that. And then you just accordion this into, I didn't rotate that the right way. Funny. I'll just bring that apart. And then rotate. Maybe I just didn't rotate it at all. That's also a completely plausible option. Yeah, and that glass sometimes gets in the way of the tab. Oops, I forgot to fold that over. My bad. Oops, tab that down in there. We can, usually this tab, yep, that one stays better. And if that's not tabbing, it looks like the door's in the way slightly. So push that down, and there we go. That's much better. Much, much better. Except this side never tabs in. And also these are kind of loose on my copy, so they don't really stay in. It's kind of annoying. But, oh, and if you want to slide these down, sure. And one final detail that I usually forget is you come in here to the back of the leg, you can way, this piece actually comes down here. I should have done it earlier, but it is plausible. All right, we're gonna start to unpeg the car. No. Oh, that kind of, right, like that, like this. This whole thing's just terrible. So you probably want to do this at the beginning, my bad. But fold this over and then bring that down and fold that back where it was. Honestly, it doesn't really do anything. It just hangs out. So, yeah. I'm just going to do that to the other side just to have it somewhat symmetrical. Fold down, slide down, fold back up, fold back up. Perfect. Now we have the legs, not his crotch, his legs. All done. Now I guess we could attempt this right here. His little butt section here. We rotate these up here. Rotate this up here. And let's bring the legs up a little bit. But this actually slides down to here. Slide into here. And you can mess with these lights here however you wish. I mean, I think they want you to have them like this or something. I don't know, it's kind of funky, but you just get it however you want it. And then you can peg it into the thing, although the back's in the way, so we'll do that in a second. Now we're should just come up to the top here, and you see this little piece. Actually, it's kind of hard to see, but you have this little piece right here. You'll rotate up like that, and then you'll just get your fingers behind these pieces and slide forward, and it just should, yeah, slide up. All right, now coming to the arms here. So here's the elbow. You'll just want to bring arm up for a second. And yes, the fingers do stick out. Bring just the arm up, not the whole elbow bit. So I guess you want to fold this head down so you can get it out of the way. We're just gonna bring this arm down here. Same on the other side, like so. And then what you can do is use this butterfly joint here and bring the arms up like this. And you can just slide this back. Actually, you need to most definitely move this windshield back a little bit, because it kind of closes in on itself a bit. Why? That's weird. Then you can slide it down, and it should slide, and then you can push those windshield back into their body. And yeah, there you go, like that. And actually there's some pegs you can, that one's already pegged in, but this one you can just slide on top, and that's should be all good there. While we're here, we can just fold this in the back here. Just set that down like that. Then, actually, let's just bring the head up. There. There's drift, looking all drifty. Yeah, not quite. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. So, I'll come to his armor piece here and flip it up. You want to bring this piece in like so. It will probably have to flex a little bit. It should tab in like that, and this should just sit on top of that, like so. You'll bring the arm like that. This is actually rotated like that, and it is on the butterfly, so what you can do is turn it like this. Look, it's giving you a thumbs up. Wonderful. And actually just slide on that butterfly, bring the arm in, actually fold the hand out and bring a thumb in if you want. And usually this piece is this piece right here is folded out. It doesn't really matter in my opinion. Like, it doesn't really seem to matter. Then you will just bring the arm down. That's one arm all done. One arm is, oh, they're pretty much the same. You'll untab the armor piece like that. Swing in this piece. It'll try and flex a little bit. And just flip that over. And then you can just flip this hand out like so. Flip this in. Arm all the way out. Thumb is weird. Put that in a better position. Alright, and then that butterfly, rotate down like so. And we are almost finished. Not quite. So now come to the most important part, face. You will bring those out and this up. And is that it? I think I just moved the mirror a little bit. It did. And we are not done. Well, we're done with the transformation. Yes, sir. But he's still missing something. He is still missing two things, actually. Peg on the back here is little swords. So we can see here, there are holes right there. There are pegs on the back. So we'll just take those, grab the other one, peg this right there, turn him around, and wow, look at this man. He is just gorgeous. This thing looks awesome. I'm just amazed what Metagate's able to do. All these third-party companies, really. But this is just really good. And he's actually standing better than he usually. Usually I have feet problems with this guy, but he's actually standing quite well for now. Probably because the camera's on. Interesting how that works sometimes, isn't it? Let's just get a closer look at him real quick. Look at all this detail. Oh my. Oops. Oop. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we want. Right there. Not even. That's just nice. Really good face sculpt. Looks pretty much how he did in the movie, although his eyes are kind of hard to see. They are picked out in blue though. Very nice. Very nice detail on this guy. I mean, very just gets my blood pumping. Love all that detail. Just the back. Like I said, you can flip those. These pieces are kind of annoying. So just flip that like that. Love that detail right there. Here we are again at the front, and just beautiful. Gorgeous even. Absolutely. There we go. Back down to earth. Absolutely stunning. Now let's show off some articulation. Head can kind of look up a little bit. It can look down very well. very down. That stern look. You can kind of look up. Oh, there we go. His head can look side to side. In fact, can it rotate all the way around? It can, actually. Interesting. Arms can rotate a full 360. That piece might get in the way a little bit. And we can have a double joint, so it can fold very well. Very, very well. Thumb is on a ball joint and a hinge. The fingers are on a, well, the hand itself is on a hinge, so it can actually go up and down. And even this pose, mainly for transformation, but also for holding a cool sword in a cool sword pose. But the top of the fingers are, their 4 fingers are conjoined. Top of the fingers can fold down, and they are also at the base also, so you can have a fist. TLK Drift. Alright, and they can fold up like that, because why not? Drift likes doing that. Not really. Oh, that pegged out. There we go. Now to the leg, it can kick up this far, which is fine. If you rotate it a little bit, you can get a little bit higher range of motion there. You can, how far back can we go? Let's see. You can go about this far back without all the stuff butting in the way. And you can kick himself not quite in the back of the head, which is unfortunate, but actually really cool motion in this guy. And we've got some sort of, well, the ankle articulation's a bit, oh, there we go. There we go. I was holding on to this. There we go. Really good, actually. I mean, you can do a number like that, so that's pretty good. And the hips are on. Click in and out. Very nice. But overall, pretty poseable guy right here. Now to bring in his big swords. Let's see here. They have tabs on both sides, and the palm of the hands have your typical masterpiece little port right here. Although the thumb, but this probably needs to be out like that. This will tab right in there. You wrap the fingers around, including the thumb. Just hold it. Get a good grip on things. And yeah, there he is right there. Beautiful. That slides in. That's funny looking. Holds it pretty well, actually. Love how you can get the, this was like his, what, main pose in Age of Extinction? And then you can even point the hand down and do that sword pose we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, though. And they did come with 2 swords, because you can put them in both hands if you want to, but he actually did have 2 swords in the movie. It was only one scene, you blink and you miss it, but he did. He was actually working out, or yeah, in the junkyard. And learn new things every time you watch these movies, so you learn new things every time you watch. Sir also has this waist joint that gets hindered by his butt plates, thingamajiggers. Although you could tilt him forward a little bit on this ab is insane ab crunch he's got here going on. So you could just look down at the dirt and say, oh, look at that, there's a bug. Beautiful. But if you do that, then can you like twist? Now everything kind of gets in the way. Hold on. I haven't actually tried this. Move. And you can't really. He can, but everything kind of gets in the way. Maybe if this was pushed back a little bit, it could. I mean, you kind of start forcing things, so yeah. Maybe not recommend. But yeah, that That's the waist rotation. Now let's see what kind of cool poses we can get him into, shall we? Now let's see how he compares with some other figures. Here we have him with Studio Series, The Last Night Drift. And he's wobbling right there. And he's big, very big, compared to his Studio Series self. He's a little blurry. Come on now. Focus in there. There we go. Quite the upgrade, I must say. I don't even think these characters had an interaction, but the Last Night Mohawk. See how Transcraft's Mohawk. I think that looks all right. I mean, he wasn't very big. Let's get Bumblebee from the Masterpiece line. Official one. And this does not work at all. Drift's too big or Bumblebee's too small, whatever way you want to look at it. Yeah, either they need to make a bigger Bumblebee or a smaller Drift. Although I think Cyber Era came out with a smaller version of the Age of Extinction version, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe one day. Here we have Drift with Unique Toy Slash DX9's Hot Rod, and I don't think that works either, because Hot Rod was taller than all the other Autobots except for Optimus Prime, obviously. But either way, we can see how this is coming on. And here we have Drift with his leader, Optimus Prime, the Challenger, Unique Toys Challenger. And yes, mine is missing an ear or antenna, whatever. I have no idea what happened. He was a truck, and then I transformed him into a robot one day, and it was just gone, never to be seen again. I have no idea. So there's that. And I don't remember, I haven't seen The Last Night in a hot minute, but here we have Drift with the mighty Dragoon, Unique Toys Dragoon, or the Last Night Megatron, which I think maybe that scales, because this guy is really big, and I don't personally think that their Optimus and Megatron scale that well. Maybe I'm forgetting, but I don't think these two scale. No, I think this kind of works though. So, yeah. And here we have Drift with Grimlock as they appeared in The Last Night. Grimlock did not transform in that movie, so I'm not going to transform Grimlock. But yeah, that's not to scale at all. I mean, look how tiny Optimus Prime is to kind of scale with this. So Drift would have to be half of that, so yeah, maybe one day we'll get a Grimlock that's, oh god. No, I don't think that'll fit anywhere ever. Oh no. And I almost forgot, here he is with Metagate's first Drift, or first release, and the repaint into the Last Night Drift. And they look pretty good. Now he's knelt down a little bit, but I'd say they're probably the same size. Although, see, this guy stands pretty well. Pretty well. And then this guy, he's wobbling back and forth. Because these feet they're not as tight. They're not as tight as these ones. Speaking of the feet, these things, I don't know what these are. They're red. I think they're supposed to be this. Ow! Stabbed a toy. I think they're supposed to be like this, but whatever. I think it looks good. And most importantly, here we have Metagate Drift with Lego Wally. I think it's funny. And I think that's going to do it here for Drift. Honestly, this figure is actually really nice. I haven't had a third-party figure in a hot minute. And this is really nice. And I have their Age of Extinction Drift. I think that's their only other figure, Metagate's figures that I have at the moment. Besides Drift and Drift. I really love Drift, and I think they're going to be done with them after this. Unless they do... If they did an orange and black... Maybe. But anyway. If you are a fan of The Last Night Drift and are wanting to get this figure, I highly recommend. And if you want to know where you can get it, I got mine at Showzy Store. I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next one.